Welcome to Neurology News Network. I'm Jenna Pasco.
And I'm Matt Hoffman. Let's get into the news from this week. This week, Banner Life Sciences announced that the FDA has granted tentative approval of its NDA for a novel fumarate bioequivalent alternative for dimethyl fumarate as a treatment for relapsing multiple sclerosis. The novel therapy is being marketed as Biomarkers, and final approval is expected by June 20th, 2020, ahead of the generic erosion following the patent expiration of Biogen's Tecfidera. The FDA letter to Banner stated that Biomarkers meets the qualifications for the required bioequivalence, safety, efficacy, and quality standards for approval.
The FDA also granted 510K device clearance for Empatica for its Embrace Smartband for use with pediatric patients with epilepsy aged 6 years and older. The Smartband, previously approved for use in adults with epilepsy in February 2018, uses pattern detection to pick up on movement and physiological signatures indicating the occurrence of generalized tonic-clonic seizures. When it picks up the signature, it alerts caregivers with the information. In a clinical trial of 141 patients with epilepsy within an epilepsy monitoring unit, which included 80 pediatric patients aged 6 to 21 years, the Smartband detected seizures with 98% accuracy. Ultimately, it identified 53 out of 54 generalized tonic-clonic seizures.
New research has identified a trio of biomarkers for the detection of both mild cognitive impairment and Alzheimer's disease in saliva samples, with the results suggesting a promising potential for clinical application. Ultimately, the research group from the University of Alberta used mass spectrometry to examine more than 6,000 metabolites from biomarker panels tailored to the discrimination of those who are cognitively normal, those with MCI, and those with Alzheimer's, seeking distinct signatures between the groups. The researchers noted that if a larger set of samples can be used to test the 3 metabolites identified, they can validate the findings and develop a saliva test for Alzheimer's disease.
In a conversation with NeurologyLive, Trevor Resnick, MD, pediatric epileptologist at Nicklaus Children's Hospital, spoke about the encouraging results from the long-term seizure freedom data on Perampanel that demonstrated its clinical impact for patients with secondarily generalized seizures. Let's take a look.
As far as the clinical impact is concerned, there are a number of different scenarios where that answer is pertinent. Perampanel, both for secondarily generalized seizures and primary generalized seizures, has a very important impact. And we don't have as many anti-epileptic drugs that are available for treatment for generalized seizures of that kind. And having a drug that is now approved for monotherapy and also approved in childhood really creates a scenario where we have Fycompa available for a far greater number of patients, especially those patients who have secondarily generalized and generalized seizures. Now, in the partial seizure group with secondary generalization, Fycompa is also effective, but there are more drugs to choose from. And even though Fycompa is an excellent choice for that group of patients, the list of drugs getting to Fycompa is much higher.
For more direct access to expert insight, head to neurologylive.com. This has been Neurology News Network. Thanks for watching.